In this FIFA 21 career mode episode, I have gone on and randomized every player's age from 1 to 100. Yep, that's right. We could literally have a 1-year-old baby Lionel Messi playing in this career mode. Right, this is going to be an interesting one. Basically seeing how ages affect career mode. We're going to see 1-year-old players, 75-year-old players, 16-year-old players, 99-year-old players, literally everything. And obviously, we're going to be like simming multiple seasons into the future. First season to see how players play, second season, third season, just to see the potentials to see how players basically rise in overall or decrease in overall. So you can't see any ages now from this, but we're gonna get into this career mode and basically check out the ages of all the players you guys want to know. If you guys going to enjoy this video, leave a big old thumbs up. You guys love the videos where I randomize players' ages, so we are back at it again. Also, I want to announce this right now. I'm going to be launching merch in the next few weeks, boys. It is going to be exclusive merch, 50 hoodies, 50 t-shirts, and 50 hats. They're going to be relatively cheap, so all of you guys can afford them. But if you are interested in buying it, I would like to know like kind of what sizes you guys wear in like shirts and hoodies so I can order the right ones. So I'm going to leave a survey linked in the comment section. If you want to take that for me, it would help massively. And if you want to buy merch, like you're going to want to get it soon when it comes out because it's going to go quick. All right, let's get into this, boys. We got to figure out a starting team here, don't we? You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to choose the biggest, the best club. I'm going to go with Liverpool. Let's take the best team in the Premier League normally, but with this age change, there's a good chance that they may no longer be the best club. All right, boys, football is back. You know what time it is. Let's get into the career mode. Okay, let's do this. I'm so excited just basically to see like Van Dijk, Messi, Ronaldo, Mbappe, Haaland, like all of the young players, the older players, what their ages have gone to and what the values of these players are going to be. Because obviously, like, what is the value? Like, let's just say Salah was 100 years old. What is his value going to be? All right, the moment of truth. Here it is. This is Liverpool. Let's check out all of their players. Right. Adrian, 57 years old. 94. Alisson is 88. What? Liverpool might not actually have a player. Oh my god, are all the loan players? Oh no, the loan players' ages have changed too. Good. 72-year-old Robertson. I'm actually like surprised it doesn't say like he's about to retire. They actually don't have a player. I don't think they have a player on their team that isn't on loan that is below 50 years old. At least they haven't so far. Kabak is their youngest player at the moment at 36. Matip 59, VVD 57, Davies 39, Gomez. This is their youngest player so far, and he's 57 overall. Oh, here we go. They got themselves a youngster, 6 years old. Now, there's going to be some important information to tell you guys about any player that is below the age of 16. We'll get to that in a minute, but, you know, let's just speed through the rest of this team and see what we have. Still, like, okay, Curtis Jones is relatively young, 30 years old for him. Milner, okay, about the same age in IRL. There is Wijnaldum. 20-year-old Thiago is probably going to be their most expensive player, I would guess. Look at Ben Woodward, 93. I've yet to see, okay, you know what? I was about to say I've yet to see a 1-year-old, and there it is. Mane is literally 1-year-old. Salah! Yo, Salah's gonna be the new Wonder Kid beast. 15-year-old Mo Salah. There's the oldest player we've seen, 99-year-old Roberto Firmino, an old man. I wish it actually changed what they look like. Like, I wish it made Firmino look like super, super old, and it made Mane look super, super young, but obviously they just look the same. And here is how the ages have affected the values of these players. Oh my goodness. Literally, two of our top-rated players, Alisson and VVD, are literally worth 0. And their most valuable player is, okay, yeah, obviously Mo Salah. I mean, it makes sense, 15 years old. At 1 year old, Mane is the second. He's worth 92 million. Imagine being 1 year old. Imagine being a literal baby and you're worth £1 million, bro. And we can just sort by age right here. So, wow, Liverpool didn't really get too many teenagers, did they? So here is the issue that I'm gonna guess we're gonna run into eventually in this episode. We're gonna probably do at least 2 seasons just to see how things play out. But this is the issue that will come into play in career mode. If you are not above the age of 16, you have to be 16 or older. If you're 16 or older, you can play. Any player below the age of 15 they just physically will not play you in games because I guess you just don't qualify. So I might be wrong about this. We'll figure it out, but Mane probably will never see the field at all in this entire episode. But here's what I'm intrigued about. Someone like Alisson, who is older, it's going to be interesting to see if he declines, and then if he does decline, is he going to retire within his first season? Because, like, how old was Alisson? Like, in his 90s, right? Okay, right. We've kept Liverpool at the transfer budget they start with. I probably will actually sign some players to this team. And here's where the fun begins. It is time to search for some of the best players in the world right now, young and old, to see if they've become older or even younger than they already were. Okay, I want to look at the young players first. I want to see the Mbappes and Haalands and where they've ended up. So here's PSG. Oh, I love this setup too. We basically get to see everyone's ages like straight away. And yo, the looks of it at the start, like, okay, not too many obscure ages at all. It's all between like 20 and 40 at least. Wait, is this all we get to see here? Oh no. What has happened to PSG? They literally... They only have like 11 players on their team in total. What the hell has happened? Oh no. Has this mod just broke the game? I'm gonna be concerned. The teams just not have enough players? Dude, where did Mbappe go? Mbappe. He's there. Why is he not on PSG? Okay, he is on PSG. What? Why was he not appearing? This episode is it's just confusing the hell out of me. Okay, am I just an idiot? No. Attackers. Do I have another filter on? Oh, here's what it is. Okay. Yep, this is going to be our issue. The filter only lets you filter players between 16 and 50 years old. I should have known that. Look at this. I can't go lower than 16 and I can't go higher than 50. So to see any player out of those age differences, I actually have to search them right here. So that makes sense. PSG, here are all their players between 16 and 50 years old. That makes a lot of sense now. All right, so what did Mbappe look like? 54 years old. Okay, it's old, but it's not like super old, I guess. I would still like to look at some individual teams. It just sucks we can't see all their players. Will Messi be between 16 and 50 years old? Ansu Fati is? Oh, Ansu Fati. Wow. At 26 years old, I mean, the potentials haven't changed. He still has 90 potential. His value is only 16 mil. That's actually kind of crazy. So we got to search him. Messi is 73 years old. Okay. He's going to be one of the players that I'm definitely going to be buying. Cristiano Ronaldo is 18. That is a cheat code, man. 18-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo is going to be... He's going to be the best player in the world, no doubt about it. I freaking love this mod, dude. I'm actually genuinely so excited to see what happens. Okay. Erling Haaland is 73 as well, bro. Him and Messi are literally the same ages. But this will be kind of crazy because, like, he's 87, but he still has, like, 93 potential. But he's 87 or 73. So... he shouldn't grow, right? I mean, he could, but probably won't. You know what? We probably won't sign him. Why don't we keep him shortlisted throughout the season just to see what his rating goes to? All right, I don't want to look up everyone, but like Neymar, 60 years old. The GOAT himself, Robert Lewandowski, 66, man. Him and Messi are basically done for at their old age. All right, you know what? We forgot to check. I'm sorry, I'm eating a Skittle right now. There's nothing like an 11 o'clock at night, midnight snack, truly. Nothing like a Skittle, man. Okay, where was I? We forgot to check out the greatest player of our generation. Maybe even one of the greatest players of all time. The man himself. Lingardinho is 41. Yep, he is valued at 2.7. Lingard, I was hoping we were going to get him back in his prime. Get him back to like 18, 19, 20, 21 years old so he can just be a young beast again. Right. Is there anyone else like that I specifically want to check? I really don't know. I think we should get simulating, and I think I need to make sure. What are the contract situations looking like? Okay. A few players with 1 year left, but no, I think we're good. Actually, no, let's not simulate. I did want to buy at least 2 players, and here's how I'm going to do this. I want to buy 1 player who has become young from being old. I want to try to find someone in that range and see how they do. And then I want to buy 1 older player. So I want to buy one really young player and 1 like really old player. All right, so you know what I'm actually going to do? I wanted to, oh man, it actually sucks because we're controlling Liverpool. Because like I want to buy a player like Ansu Fati to see if he grows. but he just won't play on our club most likely. Well, you know what? Mane is 1 year old. Maybe we should try it. Okay, actually, you know what? No, I've been sat here thinking about it, and I don't think I should sign players, because this experiment is more just about seeing how teams would do if their players' ages were randomized, right? So let's just stick with the normal Liverpool team and give them a chance to prove themselves with what they have, and every other team a chance to prove themselves with who they have and their ages that they've been given. Cool. All right, yeah, let's do that. Here we go. Let's just hope and pray. I want to hope and pray two things: that I do not get sacked, and that the game somehow doesn't crash, because I think we could be in trouble of either one of those happening. Oh my god, it worked. We didn't get sacked, and the game didn't crash. Perfect. And the league table looks about the same as it would in real life. Have the ages not affected the game whatsoever? I mean, Liverpool didn't win the league, but like Man City did, it looks normal like it should. Everything looks normal. Okay. Here is where it's gonna look different, I would assume. Imagine no one's rating drops at all, even though players are like 90 years old. The ratings have... They haven't dropped. Okay, hear me out. How is this a thing in FIFA, right? We have ourselves 16-year-old Mo Salah. Okay, he should be fine. Did Sadio Mane play? Did a two-year-old Sadio Mane literally played at left wing? EA. They've let a 2-year-old play 54 games in the Premier League, man. Firmino is literally 100 years old. The man is a grandpa, and he scored 18 goals in the Premier League. We have the two opposite players here, a 100-year-old player and a 2-year-old player, and they both played 54 games in the Premier League. Okay, and you know what I'm not seeing here? It would normally say like is about to retire, and yeah, it doesn't look like any of these players are about to retire, no matter their age. Goal scorers look like so similar too. Okay, you know what? Let's get into season 2 and see who retires, who stays, or if everything just continues to stay the same in this game. All right, let's do this. Liverpool, how many? I don't think anyone's going to retire. I honestly think that EA is about to just allow 100-year-old players to grow in rating and just stay playing football for as long as they please. Yep, no one's retired, at least on our team. Yep, I mean, contracts are expiring, but it's still... Okay, here we go. Someone is retiring. Nathaniel Phillips, at 100 years old, is retiring. Firmino, a great veteran. He's 100 as well, but the man is not retiring. Let's check on the players from the other clubs that we didn't... I actually should have probably checked them at the end of last season. Messi is still a 93, even though he's 74 years old. This physically doesn't make sense. And here's why it doesn't make sense. Messi starts to decline in overall the first season anyway. What is Messi in real life? Like, he's 33, 34-ish? Yeah, so a normal first season in career mode, you would normally see Messi drop to like a 92. Maybe sometimes he stays the same, or it might take like 2 seasons for him to start to drop. This time he's 73, and he has literally just stayed the same. I'm on Ronaldo right now. He obviously isn't dropping because he's 19. Haaland, I'd be interested to see if Haaland grew in overall, because he's old but also had potential. No, okay, he at least stayed the same, and like it's actually letting me delegate for renewal all of these contracts. Like, the players are all extremely old, and they're just, yeah, they're like, yeah, let's add another year onto the deal. It's actually about to be really interesting to see what happens in this second year, and if nothing happens here, then I don't think there's a need to do a 3rd year, and I think it's just safe to say that EA thinks that players can just be 100 years old and be the same. The EA thinks that players can be 100 years old or 1 year old and play the same as if they were 20 years old, basically. June 2022. Oh, okay. I'm really like, I want to see realism. I want to see the 100-year-old player drop 100 ratings, because that's what should happen. If you're 100 years old, you should literally be a 0 overall. The minute you be in a freaking wheelchair, most likely. It's literally all the same again. It's literally all the same. Man United FA Cup. We actually won the Champions League with Liverpool too, with a 100-year-old Firmino up front, bros. This game, and the ratings yet again did not drop. They didn't change at all. Okay, you know what? I shouldn't say it didn't change at all. This dude is dropping a lot. 34 years old. Okay, here's what's happened. Okay, I know exactly what has happened, and let me just scroll through these players just to make okay, yep, I know exactly what's happened. Yep, okay. Some players joining the transfer window. Yep, Fabinho -5. I know 1,000,000% what is happening in this game right now. I need like my detective hat and like the little like what is it? Can I just like Photoshop it on my hand right now to the magnifying glass? Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. This is Detective B Ford on the case, and let me explain. You guys have probably already solved this. I'm just the idiot who is realizing at the end of the video. Right, so we have 16 to 50 years old right here. It's the minimum age and the maximum age. What I'm guessing is happening is you see, we can make players as old as we want or as young as we want, but EA only programs the game for players to be 16 or 15 years old. That's how the growth works. To grow or shrink in overall, you basically have to be within that age range. Hence, like, let's take Mane, for example. Well, I guess he's actually grown, but let's just take the older players, for example. Let's take an Alisson. The man stayed the same because he's above that 50-year-old rating. He wasn't able to shrink or grow because he's 90 years old, so they just don't know what to do with him. He just stays the same. And then you have someone like Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, who is 34 years old. He's in that range, and you can see he's actually shrunk. The only ones I'm still confused with are the ones below 16, because like Mane has found a way to grow in overall. So above 50 years old, you can't grow or shrink, but below 16, I guess technically you can, which yet again leaves us with the reason that like Fabinho has shrunk, Davies has shrunk, Shaqiri, the Ox, Curtis Jones, Origi, they're all within that range where they're old enough that they actually start to shrink in overall. And there it is. I'm glad we figured that out. That's it. That's the episode. There it is. Okay, let me know if you guys want to see this done again, where I think we've randomized everything this year in FIFA. I think we're just left with, we need to do one final episode where I basically randomize everything in the game. Nationality, club, position, age, everything. If you guys want to see that, we need to hit 10K likes. So if we hit 10K likes, I'll do an episode where I randomize everything in the game. Appreciate you guys watching. And with that, we'll catch you guys later. Peace.
I need an angel.